Me, 25-year-old female, and my cousin, 29-year-old female. The story literally starts in 1994. My mom was pregnant and she had chosen a name if it happened to be a girl. She told the family her choice. Months later, she finds out it's actually my big brother, and my auntie finds out she's having a girl. So she uses the name my mom had chosen. So, forward to 1998, I was born, and my auntie and grandmother asked my mom if she was going to name me Cousin's Name 2.0. My mom got offended but brushed it off. Keep the name thing in mind. My problem is, she's our grandma's golden child. My grandma has like 9 grandchildren but only cares for her. When I was around 5, it used to hurt a lot. Now I literally just don't care. Being the golden child gave her a lot of entitlement. I could never have any ideas for a birthday party that she wouldn't use it first. Every gift I wanted, she would have first, or even if she had it later, she would tell the whole family that I was a copycat. This thing was so big that literally everyone in my family for some reason thought we were the same age. Every major event in my life she never attended. Her parents would just come up with some lame excuse days before, including my 15th birthday. After years, I realized that it was never worth trying to be friends with her. Fast forward to 2022, she announces her pregnancy and it's a girl. December 2022. During the World Cup, our family reunites at my folks' place to watch our country play, but my cousin is not there. Her mom waits for the break and tells me in front of everyone that my cousin is giving my name to her baby. I controlled my facial emotions and just acted happy. A day later, I send an invitation to my cousin for my 25th birthday, and she never replied. I took this as a chance to tell my parents that I'm no longer having her in my life. She tried to take everything that was mine. She used to lie and get me in trouble. I didn't have a single thing for myself that she didn't want. Now she stole my name, like her mom did back in 1994. I know this might sound insane to some of you, but I'm just so annoyed. It's like her final play in this long game she's been playing alone. Now she wants to host an event to introduce the baby. And I know family will be throwing shade at me to see how I'll react. That's what they are like. So I told my parents that as soon as they book a date, I'll be booking a ticket to go to my brother's place so I won't have to go. Mom's on my side. My dad thinks I should be the bigger person and says I'll be a jerk, but I know I won't be able to control my face and it'll show my annoyance. I'm not crazy mad, I'm just tired and don't want more of this in my life. Sorry for my English, it's my third language actually. Also, in our country, you only use a relative's name if it's to honor those who have passed. Now here are the comments. Comment 1. You got 2 petty options to add before you make your decision. Option 1. Pretend you are excited and so honored. She chose to name the baby after you, and you love that her mother, and the baby's father will always think of you when they speak to the baby. When talking to the baby, add in some "we're your name," "we love," pretty much anything your cousin hates, and "we're your name, we don't like," something your cousin loves. No. Isn't that right? Your name. Option 2. Adopt the ugliest dog you can find and name it after your cousin. But yeah, not the idiot if you don't go, but it's probably something you are going to have to deal with until one of you dies if it isn't nipped in the bud now. ETA. Thought of a third option. You and your mom are both so honored because she not only got to name your cousin, but her baby too. And that's just so special to you both. And you can't wait until the time comes where your mom gets to help you name your child. Comment 2. Not the idiot. You're an adult. You don't have to have anything to do with her. She may have changed for the better now that she's grown up. But how will you ever know if she never comes when invited? Wrap that olive branch you extended with your last invite into a wreath and wear it on your head like a crown of victory. Don't make a big deal out of icing her out. For people you're not close to, just say that you and her have never really had that much in common, and she's just not a big part of your life. For those who are close, just say that she bullied you too much as a kid for you to really care about her now. But you wish her well, and hope she grew into a better person, and will be nicer to this baby, your name, than she ever was to you. She wanted everything of yours, now you want nothing of hers. It has symmetry. Comment 3. Mom's on my side, my dad thinks I should be the bigger person. There's nothing bigger about subjecting yourself to people who don't respect you. You probably know this already, but the problem has more to do with the toxic dynamic in your entire extended family than just this one cousin. They seem to feed on stoking resentment and drama. Yes, they'll all talk shoot about you if you don't go. But honestly, frick them. If it were me, I'd have nothing to do with any of them, ever. Not the idiot. Now for the next story. I, female, 30 years old, Have been with my fiancé, male, 31 years old, for 10 plus years. We met when we were pretty young, 18 and 20, and had our fair share of relationship issues in the first few years. Things have gotten much better, and I think we're generally happy. A few days ago was my 30th birthday, and although we didn't have any big plans, just dinner with my family in the evening, I assumed we would spend the day together. The beginning of the day started with us getting coffee and sitting on the couch together. He played Cyberpunk all morning, and I had a conference call for work for an hour in the afternoon, but I had the rest of the day off. A few minutes before my call started, he told me he was leaving to run a few errands. He texted me right after he left and asked if I wanted pizza for lunch. I said sure. The call ended an hour later, and I waited another hour with no word from him. Finally, after 2 hours of waiting, I texted him and told him I no longer wanted the pizza. I was starving, but at this point, I was soon ready to leave for my parents' house and wouldn't be hungry at dinner if I ate pizza. He responded, "I'm on my way home, I'll explain when I get there." He turned up about 15 minutes later with a pizza box in hand, and as it turns out, he went out for 2 beers with a friend and lost track of time. Read it. I was mad. I walked to my car, told him he was no longer invited to dinner, got in the car, and locked the door. He tried to open it, and I just said, "No, you're not going." He kicked my car door and walked inside. He called me after I left, and I really laid into him for leaving me hanging on my birthday. Also, for not even getting me so much as a card. I told him it was ridiculous for him to leave me hanging for lunch he had promised, not telling me where he was going, and that he was inconsiderate. I was heated because of his "it was no big deal" reaction and kicking my car door. I did yell, and I wasn't nice. I went to dinner with my parents and came home around 10 to flowers and a card on the table. I immediately went to bed. When we talked about it, he was really upset over the way I spoke to him on the phone. He said he would not be my whipping boy, and that my reaction was unacceptable. He continued to say he lost track of time and left his phone in the car. He said he didn't try to be inconsiderate and didn't think it was an issue because we didn't have any concrete plans. I just expected that he would want to spend time together and would at least get me something. But beers with a friend? That seems really rude. Am I the idiot for expecting some communication, consideration, or something more? I know birthdays were never a big deal to his family, but he's never snubbed me like this. Now here are the comments. Comment 1. Not the idiot. He tried to open it, and I just said, "No, you're not going." He kicked my car door and walked inside. There's being upset, and then there's being upset. He said he would not be my whipping boy, and that my reaction was unacceptable. Deflecting. He continued to say he lost track of time and left his phone in the car. Disregard for your feelings. Disrespectful. He called to ask if you wanted pizza. You said yes, and he chose to hang out with friends anyway. We didn't have any concrete plans, clearly forgot about dinner with your family. I'm not saying these are red flags per se, but they're immature responses to a situation. He's very clearly in the wrong, and he knows he's very clearly in the wrong. However, immature adults who aren't used to being wrong and called out for it, or apologizing, respond in this manner. They'll try to twist and turn it to be anything other than 100% your fault. I'm surprised you didn't write about any other forms of gaslighting, like how it may be your fault because you didn't plan anything. Lastly, and not sure why this isn't called out anywhere else, but he was there for a couple of hours and had a couple of beers. Then he drove home. This is concerning. Comment 2. Not the idiot birthday or not. My husband telling me he's bringing home pizza, and 2 hours go by and I don't have pizza, I'm gonna be livid. Then he kicked your door? How old is he? 'Cause that sounds like something my 5-year-old would do. And WTF is a whipping boy? Your reaction was perfectly acceptable. What's not acceptable is him not bringing home the food he promised on your birthday. Comment 3. Not the idiot. It's your 30th birthday. That's a big deal. Quite frankly, I think spending time on a birthday with anyone you deeply care is a big deal, regardless of whether it's a milestone or not. If something came up, the least he could have done was send you a text or give you a quick call to let you know, especially if he knew you were at home waiting for pizza for 2 hours. Now for the next story. My 24-year-old partner, 26-year-old female, used to work at and regularly use a gym. My partner had some issues with another coworker at the gym. The truth behind these issues is a bit complex, but it resulted in the other worker feeling bullied. Because of this, my partner was fired. We continued to use the facilities a few times a week, but my partner started bad-mouthing the coworker while at the gym, and rumors started to spread, the validity of which is not clear. My partner ended up getting banned from the gym. Understandably, we were upset at this, and she lost some friends because she didn't regularly see them there anymore. I love working out at this gym, it helps me de-stress, and the people there are great. I didn't want to stop going and haven't. However, my partner wants me to stop going and says by going I'm hurting her and not supporting her as a partner. Her family agrees with her, and they all are pressuring me to stop going. Am I the idiot? Now here are the comments. Comment 1. Unlikely things were as complex as your partner told you. The fact that she was fired and then continued running her mouth is highly indicative that she was every bit the bully she was accused of being. Then there's the fact that she, a grown but adult, expects you to give up something you really enjoy because of the consequences of her bad behavior. To top it off, she, again a grown butt woman, went tattling to her family to get them to gang up against you to try to force you to do what she wants. Not the idiot, but wake up and see her for the jerk she truly is and stop making excuses for her nonsense. Comment 2. Not the idiot. She is a bully. She's got her family bullying you too. Questions. She lost friends because she didn't see them anymore at the gym. Why didn't any of these friends call her to see if she was okay or to hang out? And when you say the truth behind these issues is a bit complex and the validity of which is not clear, does that mean nobody can prove that what my partner said was untrue? Or do you mean my partner isn't giving me all the info so I cannot validate whether she's in the right or the wrong? Comment 3. Info. What were the specific issues between your partner and the coworker? Why did they feel bullied? Why was your partner fired? My partner started bad-mouthing the coworker at the gym. That certainly doesn't lead me to believe your partner was falsely accused or fired unfairly. Now for the next story. I have put 1 day of annual leave in for next month because a video game comes out that I have been excited for years. My girlfriend knew I had this planned. Initially, I wanted to have the whole weekend to just relax and play the game. But I could not do this because it is a special occasion for me and my girlfriend the following Wednesday. We made plans on the Saturday evening to go for food and drinks. My girlfriend said today she has to see family on Saturday now, so we'll have to change the date. I said that was fine and said we could do Sunday, or if my girlfriend wanted to have a few drinks, we could do the following weekend. She said no and that she wants to go out on the Friday I have taken off. She said she has also put the Friday in for leave and thought we could make a day of it. I refused and told her she knew I had plans on that day, so it'll have to be Sunday or the following weekend. She accused me of not having my priorities in order, but I just told her she can't expect me to just cancel my plans because she wants to do something. She accused me of being unreasonable since she said I could easily just play the game at the weekend, but I just said we could easily go for a meal on Sunday. She said I was being inflexible by not considering making plans on Friday. Am I the idiot for refusing to change plans? Now, here are the comments. Comment 1. Not the idiot. This smells like a test of do you value your stupid game over me? If it is, don't let that stand. Relationship tests are silly and toxic. She is the one being inflexible here, especially taking the time off and asking for the whole day. You've already changed the celebration day to the weekend. Go the following weekend since her family is obviously more important than your couple's special occasion. Personally, I don't have to play the instant a game expansion is released, but sometimes I do and I get why other people want to. My administrator usually requests the day off on new release days and I always approve her requests with a smile. Comment 2. Not the idiot. Unless her family event on Saturday is something significant, like a funeral, her expectations to upend your already set plans is unreasonable. Comment 3. Not the idiot. You have got to have a day to do what you want sometimes. If she was your wife, I'd still tell you the same thing. It's healthy. If you like this video, you'll probably like these too. Also, while you're here, please consider subscribing. It's your support that keeps this channel alive and allows me to make better and longer videos. Have a great day.